And now the papers for today were starting with The Nation. Major headline in The Nation: Rivers CJ gives conditions to raise impeachment panel. New agric focus will curb inflation, says Shatima. Nigeria-US security talks yielding results, says federal government. The bottom strip, we have 24 Nigerian varsities in top global rankings. Nigeria's economic reforms working, says IMF. Fayose raises dust over Makinde's villa visit. Sanwo-Olu sponsors get kudos from AU Afrima. Police declare bomb scare in Lagos schools false. And we have local federal contractors get 152 billion naira payment. And we have at the very top strip here, Tinubu posts ambassadors to US, France, High Commissioner to UK. What do we have in The Nation?
What that means the local contractors payment.
Yes.
After following the story, I have Rivers State, and the Chief Judge of Rivers State, Justice Amadi, has said that he will be abiding by the principle of least spendings and not proceeding to set up the 7-man panel as expected by the lawmakers and public. He says that there's a pending interim injunction preventing him from setting up the 7-man panel. And as a judge, as the chief judge of the state, the chief priest, he gave a scenario, a judicial opinion of one of the judges on the appeal court, another election petition that had happened in Kwara, and he says that it's like, you know, you are the custodian of the oracle, you are the chief priest, and you are the one who is made to desecrate it. So he would be waiting. All parties, the governor had gone to the appeal court to get an injunction to prevent him. The speaker has appealed that injunction, and he will wait it out before he sets up the 7-man panel, basic.
So what I have here, 24 Nigerian varsities in 2026, in 2026 global subject rankings. According to what we have in the papers, the Nigerian Universities Ranking Advisory Commission has hailed the nation's university system for the remarkable improvement in the global rankings of some of our universities. Yes, and according to the rankings, this was released on January 21st. And for the first time, 24 Nigerian universities made the global ranking list, making Nigeria the most represented country in sub-Saharan Africa. According to what we have, this covers like 11 subject areas, including arts and humanities, business and economics, computer science, education studies, engineering, law, life sciences, medical and health. So 11 subjects. And according to the NURAC chairman and former executive secretary of the Nigerian Universities Commission, that's Professor Emeritus Peter Okebukola, he described this performance as a testament to the resilience of the Nigerian people and the academics in general. So some universities were mentioned, University of Ibadan, University of Nigeria, and Nsukka.
The usual. What were the new names? Were there any new names?
They fell under the 301, 400 global ranking. Okay. So it's something to be happy about. There's one good news coming out from Nigeria today.
Tokwe, do you have a story in The Nation?
Definitely. Fayose, the former governor of Ekiti State, had exchange of words. So the governor of Oyo State, Seyi Makinde, went to visit the president. He had a press conference. Is he press briefing last month? In that press briefing, he spoke against Wike, accused the president of the challenges in PDP and all of that, said he wasn't going to support the president in 2027. And then suddenly he has gone to visit the president at the villa and came out and said, our relationship is harmonious. Then Fayose said, like, Fayose had a bug inside the meeting. Fayose said, that's not what happened though. He now gave us what really happened in the meeting. How he knew what happened in the meeting, I don't know. But according to the papers...
it was a fly on the wall.
According to the papers, Fayose said that he was told pointedly that he can't come into a closed-door meeting to eat up the words he said publicly. He also said that the president had told the governor of Oyo State that if it is about 2027, he's not involved at all, that he would support his party. So he said this is another thing he mentioned. He said that the governor, Seyi Makinde, demonstrated that they lack enough courage to say his word and stick to his word. The president told him that if it was official matter regarding Oyo State, you can come. But he couldn't come on his own. He had to solicit, according to Fayose, that he solicited another governor to assist him. That he took along the governor of Plateau State, Governor Caleb Mufwang, that he should support him. And that what Makinde told the media briefing that he did concerning his relationship with APC and PDP, coming out to say that he supports and they are harmonious right now, is not that he's harmonious. It's because APC is not going to welcome him. That's the current thing on ground. And the president told Seyi Makinde that Wike has supported me and I'm not taking it for granted. So whatever you are saying against Wike, you and Wike deal with it. I will not stand against Wike.
All right.
Gist for politics.
That's juicy gist. But let's go on a short break. When we come back, we'll continue with the papers. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Thank you for staying with us. We're still taking the top stories for today. And our next paper is The Punch. Major headline: U.S. demands action. Federal government vows to track bandits. Tinubu approves commercial oil drilling in Ogun. Attack scare. Police deploy officers to top Lagos schools. Makinde rules out defection plans after meeting Tinubu. CJ declines to probe Fubara. Speaker heads to appeal court. And we have Supreme Court closes Kudirat Abiola's murder case, frees Al-Mustafa. Interesting.
Okay, so the Supreme Court was forced to, close the case. It was a helpless situation. In 2014, they had granted leave to appeal to Lagos State to reopen the case. And Lagos State didn't take it since then. And his lawyers, that's Al-Mustafa's lawyers, went to the Supreme Court to say that all notices were granted to Lagos State. The registrar of the court has shown that all of those notices were given to Lagos State. No action was taken. Kindly close the case, for being unprosecuted or undefended in the case of where parties lie. And based on those grounds, they won. Simple. He's a totally free man now.
Okay.
So attack scare, police deploy officers to top Lagos schools. So there has been an attack scare following the threats of an attack on schools in Ikeja by yet to be identified persons. The Commissioner of Police for Lagos State, Olorundare Jimoh, has ordered the deployment of police personnel on a permanent basis to affected schools around Ikeja. According to the what we read here, they got threat messages through WhatsApp that they were coming to attack the schools, and so because of this, the schools affected, Green Spring and one other schools around Anthony campus, they had to close today temporarily to make sure that the police, they are able to ascertain the degree of what's going on. So the police have come to say that they've gone to do their investigations and the place is free now. They can actually go back to school.
Okay, that's good news.
So good news that it was not a...
We hope that they don't come actually.
The case to impeach the governor of Rivers State suffered a challenge because the Chief Justice of Rivers State, Chief Judge of Rivers State, said that he had two injunctions from two...
The Nation.
Wow.
The Rivers State story.
See me dramatizing when you're taking the story.
Okay, let me take this story inside. It's a human interest story. So the Taraba State Police Command has begun a probe into a suspected razor blade attack on a 17-year-old girl, Iwasen Temba, in Donga local government area of Taraba State. This is, they said, followed claims of persistent harassment by a married man. So the person who spoke to the papers on condition of anonymity for fear of victimization said that the girl lives with her guardian and had been repeatedly approached by a married man but consistently rejected his advances, and that citing her age and his own marital status. They said that the situation then escalated after the man's wife became aware of the matter. Residents claimed that she began issuing verbal threats against this minor. And in a bid to resolve the issue, the guardian was said to have approached the woman, and explained that it was her husband who had been harassing the girl and urged her to caution him. However, the situation, they said, turned violent when Abbas went to the girl's house, attacked her with razor blade, leaving her with facial injuries. Look at that. A married man running after a minor. He has refused his advances. His wife gets upset and attacks her.
She has a personality issues.
In the case let me take the story of the governor of Lagos State, who has been consistently appreciated across the papers for sponsoring AFRIMA. They appreciated the governor as well as other sponsors who supported AFRIMA. AFRIMA was a 5-day event that held in Lagos, bringing together artists and delegates from 48 countries across Africa. It was a successful event. There were speakers from different African countries. They said AFRIMA has continued to project Africa's musical and cultural strength to the world, and the support and commitment from Lagos State government and sponsors and partners has ensured a smooth, memorable celebration of African music. And we hosted it, we Lagos people hosted it, and it was a beautiful one.
Yeah, everyone's been commending the governor actually. The next paper is Daily Sun. Major headline, Fubara's impeachment plot suffers setback. We've taken that story, don't take it again. Shatima unveils Nigeria's food security plan at Davos. Tinubu posts 4 ambassador designates to US, UK, France, Turkey ahead of visit. Tinubu okays oil drilling at waterside Olokola deep sea port to take off. This according to Governor Abiodun. Foreign lenders drag FBN trustee Sulu Gambari to court over Nekont Nest oil security deal. And finally in the Sun, Oranto Petroleum. We suspended oil exploration in Senegal last year. Says it took action when Senegalese government breached agreement. What do we have in the Sun?
Ogun State. Ogun State is now oil producing. We're going to be getting 13% derivative funds very soon. But Ogun State has been aspiring for the drilling to be approved, and the president has approved that commercial oil drilling can take place at the Eba Ogun waterside. The governor discloses on Thursday while receiving the flag officer commanding the Western Naval Command, Rear Admiral Abubakar Mustafa. He said that this happened alongside other senior officers of the command during the courtesy visit to his office in Abeokuta. He reviewed the president has approved the immediate takeoff of the Olukola Deep Sea Port project located in Ogun waterside, marking major breakthrough and anticipated surrounding billion-dollar, like what happened in the Lekki, Ibeju-Lekki area with the deep sea port and the refinery. We're expecting that in Ogun State, development, money will come in multi-billion.
While drilling, please protect your
environment. Protect our environment.
Yeah. Any other stories? Daily Sun?
Natasha and Akpabio Sikwe.
In the Daily Sun?
In the Sun.
Okay.
At the bottom strip, did you see it? You missed it.
Oh, yeah.
It's there, well.
Okay.
So Senator Akpabio has insisted, and he has moved on from the Court of Appeal to the, on this matter of judicial privileges, the one that was before the Senate Committee on Ethics, Privileges and Public Petitions, where after that petition, she was suspended for her behavior on the floor. So the matter has gone from trial court where she went to the appeal court. We thought the matter had been stayed because when we heard church father has settled down.
Yeah.
But now, the matter, there's a sequel. Senator Akpabio has gone to the Supreme Court asking for an extension of time to apply for leave to appeal. He's also contending the appeal that the Senate acted within their powers under the Section 60 of the Constitution, which grants the National Assembly authority to regulate its own procedure. His legal team is also maintaining that the presiding officer of the Senate is not mandatorily bound to immediately rule on every point of privilege once raised, and that, you know, just waking up the dead bones that we have already buried. But let's see, Senator Natasha on her own part is insisting that her suspension was unlawful and excessive, and Vanguard was able to get some of the processes filed at the Supreme Court.
I like the fact that she's still working and fighting. She's
working and fighting.
Yes, so not like the rest.
Abigail, you have a story?
Castle rustlers, robbery suspect arrested in Oyo. The Oyo State Police Command has arrested 2 suspects, suspected cattle rustlers, Abu Muhammad and Aliyu Bello. They were apprehended following a swift response to a report received at Iriadu Abireshadu Divisional Police, headquarters. So according to them, they saw these guys, they stole some cows and they were taking it out, and then 26 stolen cows. They said they estimated at 6.250 million. They caught them and recovered the cows. So along the line too, they still did mounted roadblocks and saw some robbers, caught some robbers. So they were just giving like a report of what they have done this period so far. But it's also good that we see results after all.
Let's, our next paper, Nigerian Tribune. Kaduna abduction. U.S. wants Nigeria to strengthen protection of Christians. UN says 35 million Nigerians risk hunger after global funding collapse. Nigeria's cashew export hits $400 million. I am comfortable in PDP, says Makinde. He meets with Tinubu at the villa. Then Tinubu seals deal with Shell to unlock job forex flow. Ambassadors, Tinubu posts to USA, Are to USA, Oke to France, Denkingari to Turkey, and then we also have Chief Judge rejects request to constitute impeachment panel, and find a health story here. Milk, whole bread diets dramatically reduce cholera infections. What do we have in the Tribune, Nigerian Tribune?
Okay, Tribune?
Yes.
Supposed to have the health
Someone
story.
has the health story, milk, whole bread diets.
No? The order of which this story is going to do well. So, researchers at the University of California, Riverside have shown that dairy-based proteins and wheat may significantly weaken cholera, a dangerous infection that, causes severe diarrhea and can be fatal in some cases. Yeah. This study shows that they found that diets high in protein, especially casein, the main protein in milk and cheese, and wheat gluten, can dramatically limit cholera, a deadly bacterium that has the ability to take hold in the intestine. And this was published in the Cell, Host and Microbe magazine. So that's what's cholera out. Let me not go further.
Bread
so
for the cholera. That's interesting.
The UN story, UN says 35 million Nigerians risk hunger after global funding collapse. It's so sad. But well, it's what they have thought out or projected. So nearly, according to them, nearly 35 million Nigerians are at risk of hunger this year, including 3 million children facing severe malnutrition. The United Nations said on Thursday, following the collapse of global aid budgets. Okay. So there was a launch of the 2026 humanitarian plan in Abuja, and the UN resident and humanitarian coordinator, Mohammed Malik Fall, said that a whole lot has happened and this has affected the supply of aid to Nigeria. According to him, he said conditions in the conflict-hit northeast are dire, and he said that civilians in Borno, Adamawa, Yobe states are facing violence and a surge in suicide bombings. And according to the projection and all they have, they said that 4,000 people in the first 8 months were attacked and killed. That's like the whole number they got for 2023. So it's actually very sad. Yeah.
Congratulations to the ambassadorial designates.
But that's all we can take from the papers this morning. Stay with us, we'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.